Here's another thing I've been wanting to do, and this might be a good time as any. When I drive the rat rod, sometimes I wish my gas pedal was located a little bit farther to the right. And not very hard to get into. I built this car to kind of be easy to work on. Not very hard to get to the part of it where the gas pedal sits. In fact, there was a hole here where someone cut out the old vent. When this was a truck, there was a vent that you could push and opened up, and you get a little air on your feet when you go down the road, you know. But somebody cut that part away, and it was I never had it. So rather than weld the hole up, I just bent up this old main license plates and stuck them on here to fill up the hole, with the idea that I could get to my wiring and everything pretty easily here. See, right there is my throttle, literally right here. And a lot of times when I've got my foot in here, it feels like if this throttle was over to the right a little bit more, like where my finger's wiggling, it would be better. This is pretty darn simple here. It wouldn't take much. Now, there's two ways I could do that. One is just to weld a piece over on that pedal so that there was a little bit more pedal to get my foot on. And that's probably the easiest way to do it. The other is to move the whole pedal. But what I could do is just take this part down here off, which basically would just mean loosening this. I wouldn't even have to pull off this part out here. I could just loosen that. Well, whoever put this on here didn't use a lot of carefulness to make sure that it didn't fall off somewhere along the way. I'll say that for him. Must have been some redneck yahoo that put this thing together. Oh, wait, that was me. What am I saying? I could almost do that. I could almost do that if I had my glasses on, because I could see. Oh yeah. Let's see if this slipped out of here, like that. And then I loosened up these two little things down here. I think those are just a couple little tack screws right there. And I could take this whole pedal off, and I could just take and either cut that off and move it, or just weld a little piece to it over there. Let's get a long skinny screwdriver and take them tack screws out. And just see, now the other thing that could use some work is my brake pedal down there. Sometimes when I release that brake pedal, it doesn't release the it doesn't go it doesn't release the brake light switch. Sometimes I have to pull that switch up a little more. Well, one thing at a time. I'm going to pull this off, and we will possibly weld something. I'm going to need to get a screwdriver gun and a little Phillips head socket, a couple things like that. Just pop that off there and do a little work on that. Oh, the joy. That was quick and easy. Well, I said it was. It ain't out of there yet, but close. See, this is all there is to that. if this was over here instead of there, and there's a couple ways I could do it. One would be to cut this and just extend it over, and the other one is just to weld. You know, I could weld just something over here. A little piece of flat metal or something would work. Okay, let's be a little bit smart and look at this some more. I tell you what this could do. Do you see that little turn key, a little Allen wrench thing? If I took that out, I could slide this pedal off of here. I could slide this shaft out. I could turn this thing around and put it back on, and this pedal, instead of being here, would be on this side. And then I could put it right back in there just like it is, except maybe I want to put a better connector there. Little tiny screws with some locking nuts, but by golly, that would be, see, this piece here is just, it's not bent any kind of way, it's just 3 holes on a straight rod. Pull that out, turn it around, stick it back in there, and you'd have it. Huh. Let's go up there and let's do that, and then let's stick it back on. That don't even require no welding. Shucks and shoot far and shucks. Let's go try that. So I should have turned this around when I switched them. I put it over here, but I left it facing the same way. I need to loosen this again. Look at that, the screw broke. Well, that's not very funny. I'm not laughing. See, now I can adjust this as to where I need it to go, and I can tighten these up too. I'm going to get in there and put my foot on that. I'm thinking that's probably going to need to go further toward the firewall, but I can loosen this and move it. But I can't tell until I get my foot in here, which is not that hard to do, really. Bring my leg over, get over in here. You know, actually, that's not bad. It used to be when I went down the road, it said brake pedals right here, and then this would kind of be, I like towing up in here, but as that is, that's fine, because I can come right off of that and right onto this with no problem. Now, one thing I might want to do is change the brake pedal, and actually a bigger brake pedal might not be a bad idea. This is a little round screw-in brake pedal. But if I had a little more something to get my foot on, especially now that this is out of the way, give me a couple little small wrenches and snug this up here. Yeah, grab that. I suppose I could pull the battery cable so I get that next fuse out without shorting out some more fuses. I can do that. is my whole wiring system. Sometimes somebody start talking about a wiring harness, I kind of laugh. Back in the day, we didn't know what wiring harnesses was. We just ran wires to wherever we needed them to go. If we stuck a fuse in there, that was really, high technical. Most of the times we just ran things and didn't even have fuses. What is that? 20? Yeah, that's a 20. I'll go see if I got a 20. Put the battery back on. I might have ran the battery down leaving the brake lights on or something. What it feels like. That could have happened. Wait a minute though, I saw a spark jump a while ago, so I must have wiggled the other battery wire. Or I wouldn't have had a spark. Yeah. Lay down and get my arm up like here where the battery is. Feels pretty good. There we go. Now I got some battery. Okay, so now